Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 18th to the 25th of February. I've already cleared the cards, I'm just shuffling a little bit more before I start your reading. So we'll do 6 cards that will show you the energies around you for this week. I hope this finds you well, and show me what cycle that Scorpio is involved in this week, please. So, Ace of Cups behind you. Four of Cups is Four of Swords is a central issue. Ace of Swords as a challenge. The Lover's card right under the Ace of Cups. So I think that's pretty clear. Some of you might not be in the same room, by the way, with that Four of Swords though. Yeah, okay, already got this picture. There's two, these two cards, probably obviously plus the Two of Cups, are the cards of love, yeah? How other people are showing up for you is the Lover's card, and what's behind you is the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely a bit love. The very odd thing is you've got 3 cards that represent not particularly being with that person at the moment. Maybe you're working apart. There can be multiple reasons why you're not with that person, okay? Bear with me, guys, okay? Because the Four of Swords is the gift, which means some of you are exhausted and you're needing to rest. Essentially, when we realise life happens for us and not to us, then the energies that we meet become much more sweet, guys, okay? Because the Four of Swords is a card of rest and recuperation. And so some of you are maybe in a place in your life where even though there's clearly this beautiful love energy, you aren't maybe in the same room. By the way, I'm sorry, I've said that a few times. So that's what the cards are about. The Ace of Swords is the challenge. So sometimes the Ace of Swords is a challenge, is that feeling that you can't quite see clearly what's coming next. So why is the Ace of Swords a challenge, please? Because the Ace of Swords is about clarity. And it's clarity around the Two of Cups, okay? So you've got 3 of the main relationship cards. All the cards can be relationship cards when you do it in a certain way. But in the general reading, I always ask for the general vibration around you. There's 3 cards of love and 3 cards that would say that there's a little bit of separation between you and the person that you love, okay? Or the person that you want to be with. Maybe some of you have just met someone, but it's not moved into a relationship yet. Or maybe some of you are just not with that person right now. Yeah? Because the central issue is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is a card of, and it's right under the Four of Swords. So it's a card about protecting your boundaries, protecting your inner space. A lot of people don't like the Seven of Wands. I quite like it. It depends what context it's taken in. I hope it's not in a context that some of you aren't communicating your true feelings. I really hope it's in the context that your self-esteem is so damn high that you're slowly letting someone in, but taking your time and not rushing into things, okay? But the Seven of Wands can just be a feeling with that Four of Swords that some of you are separate and you're very, very tired and you're needing to rest and you're spending your evenings sleeping, maybe watching videos, but resting and recuperating your energy, okay? And the outcome is the Two of Swords, which is a card about peace, but it's not a card about action. And I think that's why the Ace of Swords is the challenge. Because you cannot quite see clearly what's going on with this relationship. Okay, tell me more about the Two of Swords, please, as the outcome. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now the Two of Swords has got a blindfold on, so it's not taking action. And with the Wheel of Fortune, and I know some of you can't bear it when tarot readers use the same terminology, but the Wheel of Fortune is a clock. Yeah. I'm an astrologer too, and I use astrology more for timing than the tarot cards. Yeah. So basically, everything happens when the universe says it's time to happen. And I'm not going to mention that word because I know you get so fed up with hearing it. But there's nothing that happens without the universe's say, okay? So the fact that you're in the Two of Swords, you've got 3 cards here about not being with, and you've got 3 cards of love and 3 cards about being separate from this person that you love. The Wheel of Fortune would always give you a message about not to worry. Yeah? Never. And that maybe you do feel a bit powerless and non-action, but everything's been taken care of, because there's 2 cards that say, there's actually a few cards that give me the message, everything's taken care of. You don't even have to worry, which means you can allow yourself to feel peace, to really rest and rebuild your energy, and allow the clarity to come in its own time, and basically allow, because when we learn to let go, what we're really doing is allowing the universe to take care of everything, because I'm not saying we don't have to act, by the way, but the universe does take care of stuff when we learn to get out of our own way, which is such a big lesson. But when we get out of our own way, there's a beautiful sense of the universe being a web and everything being connected. And that's sort of what astrology does, and that's what the tarot does, but it's about timing. This is, I don't know what's going on here. This is about love. And maybe being not with that person that you love and lacking clarity. But the whole message is about relaxing. Look at the colour of the Wheel of Fortune. It's golden, it's yellow, which is about becoming the greatest version of what we can be, which is basically everything is okay. It's safe for me to relax, it's safe for me to enjoy my life. I don't have to live in a state of anxiety. We still have to do what we need to do, Scorpio, but it's safe for you to enjoy the peace between your ears, to relax. If you need to guard yourself, you guard yourself. The door's not shut here. And don't close any doors, by the way. The wheel is then what turns everything. Honestly, I just tell the wheel to turn, and it turns. If it's the right time. I'm sorry, I'm not going to use that word. People really moan at me when I use that word. Very interesting reading, guys. There's definitely a very deep theme of love here, but also a deep theme about potentially not being with the person that you love, and not much activity around it, okay? And the wheel is about letting the clock work itself out, and you actually allowing yourself to feel peace and recharge your batteries. Okay guys, I'll see you next week. Loads of love. Bye.